Fellas, I'm in my camo. I'm in my army camo. I'm ready to go. You know why? Because the British are hiring soldiers. Not necessarily soldiers, they're hiring people from all over the world, especially from the Commonwealth, to go and join the British Army. So you put on your camo and you go. Are you ready? What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by again. So I saw this and I was captured by it. Okay, this website's obviously very interesting. You're looking for a job, the army at the best. The British Army is looking for people. They are looking for people. They want you to go join. And they've extended their hand to the entirety of the Commonwealth. So Africans of the Commonwealth, Caribbeans, all of you guys are called to go on duty and go represent the British people in the war coming. So applications are open during September and October. An applicant will need to be in a position to be invited to the UK to progress their application from October to November. And basic training starts in January to March 2025. Are you excited? I know a lot of Africans want to go. Let me put this is very hot. Lots of Africans want to go. So the question is, why have the British extended their hand to the people of Africa? I mean, the people of Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is basically most of the countries that were conquered by the British many years ago. When they went there, they were not very nice to the people. They went to countries, they took over, they overthrew the government or whoever royalty that was there. They took over countries. They went to South Africa. They beat the crap out of black people really, really, really bad. The same in Zambia, same in Nigeria, Uganda, and all that. That's what they call the Commonwealth today. And the Commonwealth, in the Caribbean as well, they were not spared. They beat the living hell out of them. They went there, they looted, they took diamonds, gold, and many other things. Very kindly, they preached to Christianity and the Queen. They need you. So who are the people that are qualified? Not the entire Africa, but let me give you some names. We have Botswana, qualified. Cameroon, qualified. Gabon, the Gambia, Ghana, Kenya, Eswatini, Lesotho, Malawi, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Togo, Uganda, Tanzania, Zambia. You're qualified. So if you want to be part of the British Army today, you can actually apply online. You're going to undergo some tests, but you're going to be allowed. And same for the Caribbeans. We have Antigua and Barbuda. You qualified. Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica. Wagwan, me boss. I just had to throw that in. St. Kitts. Oh, I want to come to Jamaica very, very soon. It will be a pleasure to meet you, fellas. St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and Grenadine, Trinidad and Tobago. So, fellas, that's what it is. You want to be part of the British Army? It's time for you. You're going to be paid about £23,000. Yeah, which equates to $30,000. And you're going to be happy. How do you feel about this? So I just found it very interesting because if you look at the picture, number one, the picture is a black person, okay? The recruitment picture is a black person. So it's very calculated. I mean, this is a European country. Wouldn't you first think of a nice young black? If you needed a picture to attract people, wouldn't you put a picture of a young white boy? Well, no, they've put a picture of a black woman. It's very targeted. It's not by mistake. Let me drink my clove water. You drink clove water. Really, really good. So it's very targeted. Black woman with a green beret, nice looking woman. I don't know where she's from. She's black anyway. But this is a way to say to you, you are qualified. They need you. Okay? So what are you going to get out of this? I know you have many questions. Here is a question. Can you become British citizen after that? They say if you want to naturalize while serving, you'll need to pay all the cost. Pay what? And make sure you meet the office requirements. So there are requirements you need to office. So you may go, be hired, earn the money, and maybe not qualified because they say there are requirements you need to qualify for. Your service can count towards residency part. It can count, but it's not the only thing that would allow you to become British citizen. Can my family join me while going? Yes, your family can come. You and your family can meet the immigration rules. You can meet, not you meet. Your family can come, not your family will come. Anyway, I'm just trying to read between the lines. You can pay their visa. You can pay for their visa and travel cost. They're not paying for your family, fellas. You're paying for their visas and cost. Make sure you talk to a recruiter about it. So it's not very clear. The current minimum income is £23,000, like I said earlier. This minimum salary will be the same regardless of the number of children you want to bring to the UK, unlike previous years. So fellas, they want you, okay? Uganda, they want you. Botswana, Mozambique, Malawi, they want you. Are you ready to go fight for the British people? I mean, this reminds me of things in the past. You know, French people took what they call African colonies and recruited men in World War I and II to come and fight for them. These Africans were called the tirailleurs sénégalais, and many people believed they were from Senegal. Well, they were not just from Senegal. They recruited people from Central and West Africa going to fight for the French. They fought alongside the French, even though they were mistreated, never really considered as human beings. And by the way, by the time those people fought very, very hard, these black people, and were entering Paris, because they freed Paris from the Germans, by the time they were entering Paris, some of these African soldiers didn't even have shoes while they were fighting for the French people. Well, some historians say they didn't have shoes because Africans did not want to wear shoes. Some other people say it's a lie. They just didn't want to give them shoes. I mean, just imagine somebody during winter saying, I don't want shoes. Does that even make sense? Guess what they did? These African soldiers were the ones that liberated Paris. And by the time they were walking toward Paris, you know what happened? A French commander said, move all the black people away. You must get all the French soldiers, all the white boys to stand in front. By the time we walk into Paris, so that the population, the civilians can see it's the French people that freed Paris from the Germans. They were promised many things. Citizenship, money, retirement fund, and many other things. And guess what? A lot of them didn't receive them. A lot of them did not have French identity, even though they fought for France in the war. Very sad. And by the time some of these people asked for their money to be paid for their work, you know what happened? They took them back to Senegal and they shot them. I'm just saying, I'm not inventing anything. I'm just reminding you of what happened in the past. Now, this looks very similar. And I'm not saying they're going to be shot in 2024 instead of being paid. I'm just saying, I mean, you guys create your own stuff out there. You have issues with Russia, beefs with everybody else. You want to rule the world. And now people ask you for visa on normal days. You don't want to give you visas. Now that you need people to go fight for you, you're willing to offer visas. And your things are not very clear. The questions are very simple. Can I become a British citizen after serving? Or you can become a citizen if you meet criteria. What do you mean? What the hell is that? If you meet requirement, what requirement? What am I getting out of this? £23,000? I mean, dude, what are the risks that I come out alive if war ever breaks out between you and Russia? It's major risks. And trust me, if they want to test something, they're probably going to send the Africans first. You guys go first. Our boys come later. I'm just saying. Let me know how you feel about this. I mean, you can see it's clearly you, they're targeting. This lady is you. She looks just like you. So they're saying, okay, if you qualify for this, you can apply. So obviously, if you go to the UK to join the army, it's not going to be simple. You need to go through blood tests, batteries of blood tests. If you're HIV positive, yeah, you probably won't be accepted. If you have sickle cell, you probably won't be accepted. So there are diseases that, yeah, it's condition that will not be accepted at all. So don't get too excited, just in case. They need you in many sectors in the army. Let me know how you feel about this. Is this your war? You know, I'm not going to talk about this man, but I respect him. John Chilembwe of Malawi, many years ago, was confronted with very similar situations during World War I. At that time, the colonizers wanted Namibians to go fight the Germans in Tanzania. And he said to his people, no, don't go fight. This is not your fight. This is the white man's fight. You have nothing to do with those people. You have no beef with the Germans. Don't go get involved. And guess what happened later? They wouldn't unalive him. He was a pastor, brilliant young man, absolutely wonderful person. And today in Great Britain, there's a statue of John Chilembwe in London. Many people don't know it, but he was a great leader of his people. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't go fight. I mean, a lot of you, unfortunately, love the UK. You see that as an opportunity to go to the UK. And you think if you go to the UK and you arrive in the UK, you're going to run away and go work. But they're going to catch you and beat the crap out of you. That is like deserting from the army. Dude, they can shoot you. They can take you out for treason. It's not like what you used to do when you go with a team of football or a team of basketball and run away. If you do that, they're going to finish you. That's like running away from the army. They're not going to return you back in Nigeria. Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. God bless.